So you ready to do an update video on this one?
Yes, I am.
It's been a little bit, huh?
Oh, it definitely has been a little bit.
All right, so this is going to be an intro and an update because you've never done a video on this truck before.
We've done some stuff in the past.
On social media.
Yes, never
not
on
YouTube.
YouTube though. Yeah, no. So this is a 68 C10 owned by a guy, Matt Willis is his last name. And he's out of the Newark area. And this truck was basically running around back in the early 80s up, I think until about somewhere in the 2000s in that area.
And just so everyone's aware, it's still in process. So there's some blue tape on it, and there's some stuff on the interior that's apart because it's not done yet.
So Matt's dad bought this truck in 1980. He apparently traded a motorcycle for it. Ultimately got that motorcycle back. But long story short, it's been the family. His uncle owned it. He got it from his uncle. I got involved with the truck about 4 or 5 years ago. It was just an on and off project. And what it was is basically there's no front clip, no engine, just a cab, a bed, and a frame.
Basket case.
Pretty much. And it'd been the family, some wild stories I've heard about it, but like I said, we got it. Located a tune port motor for it because his dad at the time was going to drive it, and may still, but they wanted something with low end grunt, and they wanted something that got decent mileage and was just, easy to drive. So there you go. We don't see these anymore, really. It's an old tune port out of a 91 Vet, but there it is. So that's sort of the backstory, though, but the truck's been in the family since 1980, like I said. Matt was originally going to do a ton of stuff to it, then stopped, and then bought another C10, which is the other one we have. And then ultimately he came back to this one, because he wants his dad to join him at the shows. So now we've got this one going on.
And what year is this one?
This is a 68.
And what year is the other one?
69.
So there's a
They
68.
both have 67, well, this has got 67 fenders on it and all that stuff.
And the hood also too, right?
And the hood. And then the other one's also got a 67 front clip.
Okay. So they like the 67
Yeah.
slant nose.
Slant nose, and then no side markers, obviously. Otherwise, they're the same. And 68.
Right. So what was other than the engine that you explained, what was the theory about the rest of the truck? Because obviously, I know a lot of people haven't, really probably seen the other truck. The other truck's buried in your social media as well, depending on how long they've been following you. But the other truck is very extensive, very, very extensive, and very insane.
We call that harmless little C10. That's the high-end one. And then this is Project Cheapskate, which, nothing against Matt or what we're doing, but this is supposed to be more of a budget build.
To keep things within range.
Within reason. It still costs money to do it, but
right.
Aftermarket doors and fenders we did what we could with them, and just sort of put the truck back in shape. It's got an aftermarket bed essentially, so the cab's still original, but
this is a really nice truck. Obviously this is the one that they wanted to keep a little bit more within reason, but tell me about the modifications. Let's start with, you talked about the engine. What's the tranny?
Transmission 700 R4 out of a Vet. Same, it's a complete pull-out combo out of a 91 Corvette.
And what are you working with on suspension?
Suspension is all stuff that he had from 2006. It's all Hotchkiss stuff. It's a mix of Hotchkiss components. I think the front springs and rear springs were Magoy's, if I remember right, something like that. He had some stuff laying around. The brakes on it the spindles are 71 and up, so they're disc brake spindles. Rear end, all that stuff, that's all Hotchkiss. Bars out back, 1-inch drop blocks. And then, I'm trying to remember what else. It's a stock 12 bolt that's just been rebuilt. And Willwood, I think they're two pistons up front and then the rears, I can't remember if they're 4 pistons. It's been a while.
So just nice, moderate.
Just a mild cruiser,
Right.
Something to cruise around with the family. You're not trying to race anyone. You're just trying to have a good time.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, that's what we're all really trying to do with these vehicles.
And what was the premise on the blue?
So he saw a 2015, I think it was Caprice that had this blue, one of the Caprice SS's, and just really, really fell in love with it and had to have it.
I just said, what's up with this blue? And right now the sun just popped out and is really showing off all that glitter metallic in it.
I'm looking forward to doing an update when this thing's completely done, when it's all polished out. But yeah, that blue, It's one of those things, some people love it, some people hate it. I actually happen to like it.
Yeah, this is nice.
And you know, the owner's ecstatic. You know, Matt's very, very happy with this thing.
And I really like the chrome bumpers with the gunmetal center of the wheels. It just kind of, you know, the hoop is polished, or I'm guessing that's like chrome polished, right, on the hoop?
That's a aluminum wheel.
Okay, so
yeah,
it's polished.
It's just a polished wheel. That's a Cerakote. We actually had to have that done out here because I guess Billet Specialty stopped doing that.
So these are billet specialties.
Yep, they're a cast wheel. Overall, this is sort of Matt's, you know, idea. The only thing was left up to me completely was the engine bay.
Well, while we're looking at it real quick here, I'm looking at these, and these are some 245/45/20s on the tires. What's the front wheel? 20 by 9?
20 by 8, I believe, or
Okay.
8.5. I think it was an 8.
And then the rear is going to be what, a 20 by
9, if I remember right.
Okay. And the
Wait,
rear's,
no, 10. Sorry.
Okay. So the rear's a 20 by 10, and that one's sitting on some
265.
265/45/20s. This is a nice stance, actually.
Took a while to get it where we wanted it, but it does sit right.
I like how the fender lips are just at the top of the tires.
That was
right there.
something that him and I talked about a lot, trying to get just barely cover it. I know we would have both liked it just be like a ½ inch lower, but you're really sort of stuck with what you got.
Well, yeah, because it makes it look like the truck and the tire and the wheel well are just like contoured together, and they're just flowing together instead of it being, you know.
The diameter of the tire and the radius of the wheel well match pretty well. I mean, you couldn't ask for much more than that.
And then how was the decision made for roll pan and deleting the rear bumper?
So he had that roll pan. That's an old Sir Michael's roll pan from back like 25 years ago.
Wow.
So that's an new old stock piece he had laying around. So he had bits and pieces for this thing. So that was sort of a must-have. The tailgate was a must-have. I mean, it's basically, this was all the components that you would have used a while back. And even to this day, you'd still use this stuff.
Yeah. Are you guys putting on any other moldings or anything like that? Or is it
Nope.
just as we see it?
As you see it. Like I said, this was more of a budget-friendly deal, so we didn't go to the craziness we did on that 64, trying to fit all the panels as much. These are aftermarket panels, so we just left them sort of as they were.
The bed looks good, all Line-X like that.
Yeah, it really came out nice. I'm very happy with the bed.
And then obviously you
That's your fill door.
Yeah, did a fuel tank delete from the cab and put it in the back of the truck.
Come on, you don't want a bomb in your cab?
No. So what are some of the other notables about this project?
Really
I think if I remember correctly, you spent a lot of time doing a lot of insulation on the inside of the cab.
Yeah, we undercoated this thing, dynamatted the cab, jute padding, trying to do what we can to clean this thing up. The weather stripping is actually off of a Honda, I think it was an 06 Honda. It fits on these things really well.
The door or the window?
On the doors.
I've heard of that before.
Yeah, so these are, I think, if I remember right, it was 2006. So they fit, you know, they're, like I said, this is the cheaper truck, so this is a pre-existing thing. It worked out pretty well.
Okay.
Obviously, the interior, we still got things to button up, but
we'll show that at a later date.
Exactly. And the seals work pretty well. It's funny, those things are hard to sort of close because of that.
They got to break in. And what are we running for headlights and?
Those are Holley, what was it, the Retro Bright headlights. And they seem to work all right.
So what's the deal with this bumper? Because it doesn't have a license plate.
So this was the bumper off the 69 when we got that truck, and we saved it for this one.
Is that factory?
I am not sure on that. I know the bumper bolts are shaved. It's got some...
It's got to be something aftermarket because it doesn't have a license plate.
It was something he had, so we just, you know, like I said, I don't want to call this truck secondhand, but we used, you know, some secondhand parts.
Why not? I mean, you know, like some of that stuff isn't available anymore. Like, you know, the roll pan and some of the other stuff, it's hard to come by.
Yeah, I would say that roll pan. When I saw the Sir Michael's box, I actually got a good laugh out of that because I haven't seen that name since the old trucking days.
Got some billet hinges on this for the hood.
Yep, that's I think those are Ring Brothers, if I remember right.
And obviously this thing has vintage air.
Vintage air, works really well.
And what pulley system are you running with the?
So that's a CVF racing setup. That's one of their small block kits. I think it's a 8-rib belt, if I remember right. So it's a good little kit. Seems to work out well.
So yeah, that looks really good. That pulley system, everything all blacked out, just kind of blends right in, and you lose it. Just clean.
Yeah, I mean the premise was to pop the hood and then at least have something that you were very proud of. I shouldn't say at least, that you're proud of. It's a good cruiser. It's still factory GM for the most part. It works.
What are you running for radiator?
So that is a Griffin piece. One of the off-the-shelf radiators they had. Ended up running that, building some custom hard lines for overflow tanks and transmission lines, things like that. But otherwise, it's just a drop-in factory replacement. Made some semi-custom brackets and did some odds and ends.
And what needs to be finished up on the interior and the rest of the truck before this is ready to be?
So really now it's just get the seat foam figured out, the height on it, because that's one of the issues right now is making sure you don't look through the visor bar because the seat was too high before. And then put the center console back together, drive it around a bunch, make sure everything's on the up and up.
Let's close the hood real quick while you're talking.
Because as you know, with most builds, it always takes a little bit of time to dial in things.
What do you like to do with these cars and trucks when you're done? Like, do you have a certain mileage of like just checking the boxes?
I'd love to get 500, but that's pretty excessive. I mean, usually it's after about 100 miles you sort of know. And it's on and off. It's going to take a while to get to that 100-mile mark. But after about 50, then you put another 50 on it consistent, and you usually have most everything figured out.
And I would have to think too, it kind of depends on the client too as well, because if you have a better relationship and they're local to where if something does arise, they can just pop in and you can take a look at it. Yeah. Compared to others that might be from out of the area.
Yeah, other ones that they're like this one's out of the Bay Area, so I might put more like 200 on this thing just to really make sure it's shaken down. And even then, I still like to see them back at about the 1,000-mile mark. And I tell the client, hey, make sure you make a list of anything that you may find. Well, usually that isn't the case that they find much, but I just really want to make sure they're satisfied with what they get.
Sure. Do you have an ETA when you're going to be delivering this to the owner?
Within the next 2 to 3 weeks is what our projection is.
Super close then.
So it's close. It's going to be basically drive it, and everything's on the up and up, have it detailed, and ship it.
Okay. Well, this was a nice one, and here soon, hopefully, we'll be seeing the other one.
Yeah, that one. We're all excited for that one.
Yeah. I mean, this one's exciting because it's close to the finish line. It's a beautiful looking truck, and it's a driver. So it's great to see them being out and driven. The other one's going to be hopefully something that is possibly going to, what are you guys thinking? Maybe SEMA or something like that?
SEMA is definitely the plan for that one. Obviously the Grand National Truck Show, Grand National Roadster Show, Sacramento Autorama, and probably a host of other shows like C10 Slowdown,
Sure.
the Slowdown down in Avila Beach now. That would definitely be a one. We'd take that one too.
There's a lot of different ways you can build these trucks for different reasons, and this one is definitely set up to be a driver. So kudos to you guys putting this one together.
Thanks.
So if you guys want to get a hold of Josiah, you can look down into the description, have all the information on how to get a hold of him, his phone number, his email address, and and you can also reach out to him through social media as well. But as always, thanks for watching, and we hope to see you guys on the next one, and hope to see this one soon completed, and we can do a final test drive video with the truck. Okay, see you guys on the next one.